Now I'm going to let you into a little secret. One of Europe's most beautiful historic cities is possibly somewhere you've never heard of, Maribor. This isn't Prague, or Budapest, or even Salzburg. This is one of the most beautiful and original historic cities in Eastern Europe. Maribor is the second largest city in the Republic of Slovenia, not to be confused with Slovakia. Slovenia was one of a number of new countries to emerge from the breakup of Yugoslavia in the early 1990s. It shares borders with Italy, Croatia, Austria and Hungary. Another surprise is the Maribor's long involvement with winemaking. The region is considered one of Europe's premier wine districts, and the vineyards you can see all around the city date back to the 18th and 19th centuries. The country may be comparatively new, but Maribor's history dates all the way back to the start of the 13th century. It began as a market supporting the nearby castle of Markburg, from which, incidentally, the name Maribor is derived. Today, the city is becoming famous not only for its sheer beauty, but also for its wines, winter sports and festivals. And among these festivals is a real treat for the lovers of classical music. The festival Maribor has its origins in Maribor's September Festival, which concentrated on music from the Baroque period. But from 2008 onward, it's been much broader in its scope. This has been due to the involvement of the talented Australian Richard Tognetti as the festival's artistic director. The accomplished violinist and director of the Australian Chamber Orchestra has brought more of an international flavour to the festival, and the programme is refreshing in both its diversity and innovation. Billed as the festival of seriously fantastic music, Maribor takes place over 10 days in early September and includes chamber music matinees, short afternoon performances called the Rush Hour Concerts, and evening concerts featuring the guest orchestras, ensembles and soloists who come from all over the world. The array of musicians and performances are varied and truly world-class. In just one day, you might experience everything from Beethoven and Schumann to Copland and Cage, with Richard Strauss and Boulez thrown in for good measure, as well as some Australian indigenous music, and even some wonderful merging of classical and Egyptian musical cultures. The concert venues are equally diverse, ranging from Maribor's Cathedral and the Grand Hall in the Slovene National Theatre to a nearby medieval castle. The programme is also designed to leave plenty of time for sightseeing, and Maribor captivates you at every turn. The city's oldest quarter is called Lent, and it's situated right on the river Drava. It really doesn't get any more beautiful than this. Take a balloon ride over this ancient city for something very special. Despite becoming important both strategically and industrially, Maribor has managed to survive the centuries pretty much intact, so its market square and narrow streets are a wonderful time capsule. Maribor's Cathedral of St. John dates back to the 12th century, but it's mostly 14th and 15th century Gothic, with a bell tower added at the end of the 18th century. The views from the top of the tower are simply stunning. At the Old Vine House is indeed an old vine. In fact, it's the world's oldest living grapevine, estimated to be over 400 years of age, which has earned its place in the Guinness Book of Records. And they still make a very special wine from its grapes. You can fly direct to Maribor's airport from Paris or Salzburg, and there are good train links from Budapest, Venice, Vienna, Graz and Zagreb, some requiring a connection from the Slovenian capital, Ljubljana. Let's enjoy some musical extracts from the Maribor Festival, showcasing a diversity of musical styles and performers, all under the watchful creative directorship of Richard Tognetti. You can find out about the Festival Maribor and book tickets online by visiting the website www.festivalmaribor.si.